Good morning, family. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, blessed day. I am. And it's been a while since I've been in the kitchen, but I am so happy to be back in here with you guys this morning and can't wait to get started. Got a little surprise for you this morning. We're going to do something quick, simple, sweet, delicious, and got a little story for you. So I'll be right back with all of that. Okay, I'm back. I don't know how many people are Elvis fans, but yesterday was Elvis's birthday. I think it was his 86th birthday. And what some of you may not know is that old Grammy is a Tennessean. I'm an Arkansas transplant. I moved here in 2006 when I got married to Harold. Wonderful thing and a wonderful blessing. But I lived in Tennessee my whole life. 30 miles north of Memphis is where I lived. And I was raised in a little town called Mumford, Tennessee. And Elvis was a big thing for us. I think he's a big thing for most people around the world. Now, some of his music I don't listen to. Some of his music I love. Love is gospel. Love is gospel. And I'm like most anybody else. I like Elvis. I mean, he had the voice. Let's just be honest. So I've always wanted, and I was born in Memphis. I forgot to say this. And I was born in Baptist Central Hospital, and I may have laid in the same bed that Lisa Marie did because that's where she was born. And so she was brought home from that hospital, and I think, I'm almost for certain though. And a couple years later, she's just a few years older than me. But so Elvis was kind of bred. People had, whenever I was a kid, people had the velvet paintings of Elvis in their house. People had the sideburns with the black hair. I mean, that was like a style that people had because they loved Elvis. And I was 5 years old when Elvis passed away, I believe. And not quite 5, but I was 4, almost 5. And so today, I thought we would do something fun. We've made some healthy things, and I'm still going to make some healthy things. We're going to go back and forth because I want to give you something delicious and then something good and delicious. So let's make the famous fried peanut butter and banana sandwich. Let's make it. I've never made it. Let's make it and try it. I think it'll be a wonderful thing. Okay, so down here, and my bananas are on the ripe side. They're almost ready for some banana bread or be frozen. Let's get you guys down here where you can see. I'm going to scoot you back. Okay, I did some research on this, so I know how he liked it. I watched his cook talk about how he liked this sandwich. He liked it pre-toasted in the toaster. He liked peanut butter put on both sides, and I got this heating up. I actually need to get a good bit of butter because this calls for a good bit of butter, so we're going to get that butter on there melting. Now, when I make a grilled cheese, I butter it myself and put it on there. But let's get this peanut butter on there. From what I understand, he liked peanut butter on both sides of the bread. Just like that. Lots of peanut butter. And so now we're melting this. So now I'm going to tell you a story while we're cooking this. My Granny Newman, who is my fraternal grandmother, who half raised me, who I was very close to, and she would tell me stories when I was little about Elvis. She worked at S&S drugstore in the late 40s and early 50s, on Poplar Avenue in Memphis. And she always claimed that Elvis would come in there as a teenager. And she would say, he doesn't have black hair. He's a blondie. His hair is dishwater blonde. And she said, I can remember him when he was about 14 or 15 years old coming in there. And she said that he worked for a movie theater as an usher. And he would trade tickets, movie tickets, for sweet treats. And his favorite thing that he liked to eat, that he liked for her to make when he would come in, he would like a hot cup of coffee, boiled. She'd have to take it and put it on the stove in a pan and boil it till it was boiling. And then he wanted a giant scoop of ice cream in it. I always thought that was kind of a weird thing, but that's what my grandmother said. And so as doing this research yesterday, I found her facts to be true. Because I was looking for this and I found a guy who was doing the history of Elvis, and one of the things that he said, I'll turn you guys back up just for a minute while I'm talking because we're waiting for the skillet to come up to heat, is he said that he had a picture of Elvis on a bicycle at the age of 14 years old in front of SS Drugs. Also, he talked about Elvis working for the movie theater, and Elvis applied for a Social Security card in 1950 so that he could go to work for the movie theater, and I forget the name of it now, as an usher. So my grandma's facts were true. She did know Elvis as a teenage boy, and she said he was so polite and so kind and very shy, extremely shy. And so, a little claim. Anyway, we're going to get in here, we're going to cook this, and I just hope, like I said before, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. And I'm having a wonderful day. I'm going to go for a drive later. So we're going to put this together. Me and my husband are going to go for a drive in the mountains. We're going to get over there and get out there and look at some beautiful stuff. I'm going to get this up just a little bit. And they liked and from what I understand, he liked it on a griddle with lots of butter. Lots and lots of butter. And remember, it's already toasted. So we're basically just letting it soak up with this butter and get in there. And then I'm going to need a fork because he didn't like the banana mashed. He didn't like it mashed at all. And mine's got a little bit of bruising, but we're going to eat. We're going to use these this morning. I don't waste not, want not. That's what I say. They're not in that bad a shape. I got just a little bit of bruising. But he liked it smushed one time with a fork. Just like that. And then they would half it and turn it that way. So, for some reason, this griddle I've got right here takes the longest time to heat up. I'm just going to kind of move it around and let it get them butters and them juices. And we're gonna try this morning. I'll tell you a cute story, too, while we're doing this, because I'm just spending time with you this morning, and we're just cooking something easy. But I want to tell you, we used to pretend we were Elvis when we were kids, me and my brother. My brother does the best impersonation. He might get me for that later because somebody may make him do it. But he used to come in, and one of the things my brother would say, "Hey, Priscilla, how about you give me one of them their peanut butter sandwiches, baby?" And he would curl his lip up, you know. So, but we've never had a fried peanut butter and banana sandwich, so I thought it would be kind of neat to honor my home place with making this. And did you think I was going to stop with this one? No. We're going to make this one, and then when we get done and taste it, then we're going to do one Grammy Nene style. It's going to be the bomb diddly bomb. We're going to make Elvis's version first, and if I don't flip it, I'm going to burn it. Good and crispy. He liked it good and crispy. We want to soak up all that butter. Get that butter out there and get it going. I want that peanut butter melting. It smells good. Of course, I like toasted peanut butter anyway. So I need to turn that down. I got it going too hot now. All right, she's ready. I'm going to pull that off for you. I set the fire alarm off. So let's put you down here so you guys can see. All right, this is hot, but I'm going to take this spatula. Ooh, it's hot. I'm going to take this fork and this spatula, and I'm going to pull that back. And then we're going to put the peanut butter. Probably should have used a bigger plate, but hey, we're getting it done. peanut butter on top of there. And then, the banana on top of there. I'll get it right in a minute. And then, he didn't like the banana heated. And that was the sandwich that Elvis liked. Now, I have heard people say peanut butter bacon sandwich, this, but I watched his actual cook, who cooked for him for years, and this is how he liked it. She didn't put bacon on it. Maybe he might ask for bacon sometimes, but this is basically what he ate. So we're going to set this aside because we're going to taste my version and Elvis's version at the same time. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So Grammy Nene's version is going to be 3 slices of sourdough bread. Remember, we're not counting calories. It's cheat day. It's cheat day, so we get to have what we want. So I'm going to get 3 beautiful pieces of this beautiful sourdough bread. It's going to be a triple layer sandwich. It's going to be so good, y'all. Okay, and the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to grab a bowl up here that I forgot to grab, so y'all get a good shot of my guns. Y'all want tickets to the gun show? Okay, so put you down so you can see. We're going to put a good glopping of peanut butter in there, maybe a little bit more, because we got a lot of bread to cover. And I'm going to turn this down on low because I don't want my butter to burn. I just want it to melt. Let's kind of pull that off a little bit. We want to keep it warm, but don't let it. So now what we're going to do with Grammy Nene's version, I already had a banana out. I tried to grab another one. Is we're going to take this banana. And see, these are right before having to be froze or turned into bread. But they're perfect for, I'm just going to kind of break it off and pinch it and put it in there. And then we're just going to take it and we're going to chop, chop, chop. And we're going to get that mashed in there. And I think I'm going to use my fork. So your fork just works better for mashing. And I won't be eating these sandwiches. I'm only making 2 of them, and I'm going to share them with my family. And we're going to see what we like the best. So, now, I want to leave the bananas kind of chunky in there, but I wanted to get them kind of mashed up. So, I think we got it going now. So now, I use my towel. We're going to set these 3 pieces of bread in here. And they're going to absorb this beautiful, beautiful butter. Delicious. I'm going to get the heat up on them a little bit. Now, while they're cooking, I'm going to add the layers to them. So, we're going to put the peanut butter on this one. Peanut butter and banana. And we're going all out. We're really putting it in there. If you're going to do an Elvis sandwich, you got to go all out. Because, let me tell you, he did it his way. I'm doing it my way. But he was over the top. Over the top. He did nothing halfway. Okay. So now we're just going to wait for those to brown a little bit. And when they do, I'll be back. We're going to fold this up. I'm going to show you the next layers. All right? Be right back. Okay, we're browning up pretty good. So what I want to do is add the next thing because I want to make sure nothing's melting off. So I'm going to take this one. See, we're browning up pretty good here. And we're going to put this on top of here. And that's going to, well, actually I need to brown the center. I forgot I got to do a flip on that because I don't want it to be mushy in the middle. So now what we're going to do, make sure my heat's back down because I had to turn it up to get it hot. For some reason, I have a hard time. Grady's version is going to have marshmallow fluff on there. We're going to put it on there and we're going to spread it. And it should spread pretty easy. And sometimes you don't have to worry about spreading it. If you just get a couple of glops on there, it'll spread out for you. Don't tell anybody. So now we're going to go on the top of this one. It should be good and crispy. Are you ready for the next thing? You got it. Bacon. This is about 4 slices of bacon. And I'm going to set them up there on top. And we're going to take this and we're going to flip it up here. And that marshmallow cream is going to be what holds the bacon on there. Now let's flip it off. Alrighty. Now I would say that's a sandwich fit enough for a king, baby. So we're going to let this toast up. You guys keep an eye on it for me. Okay, I'm back. I believe we've got it toasted on both sides now. Let's flip it. Oh, it's looking good. The peanut butter and the banana is oozing off. Let's put it up here on a plate. OMG. That looking good. Let me cut off that burner. Because y'all know me. I like to start fires and set off fire alarms. That ain't a good thing. Sometimes it's not. Look at that marshmallow fluff just oozing out. I've let this stay on there in the heat so that all of this would combine together. I think I've done a pretty good job of it. So let's put this down here. We close off the refrigerator. I walked off and let the refrigerator open. And I'm going to, just for the fun of it, we're going to sprinkle this with some powdered sugar. I don't have one of those funnel things. I have lost it. So we're just going to do that. And it looks so nice. Let's bring the original over here. This is the original Elvis fried banana, peanut butter banana sandwich. And this is Grammy's version of Elvis's fried peanut butter banana sandwich. So, let's taste it. I'm going to get a knife and we're going to cut it open. We're going to cut this one in half. And it's had time, this one's had time enough to go back together a little bit. So I'm just going to cut me a little. Well, we'll just take a bite off of there. So I want to share these with my family because they're kind of fun little sandwiches. Oh, that one's oozing out of there. Let's take a bite of Elvis's. It's good. It's good. It's real crispy because you toast it in the toaster before you make it. Now let's try Grammy's version, which is a hot mess of deliciousness. Y'all check that out. Oh my word. That's good. That is so good. Well, I wish my husband was here. He's at work because he could give me the honest opinion. But I'm going to tell you, not that I'm biased, but Grammy won. Ding, 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 ding. Grammy is the winner. I think in presentation also. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed cooking with me today. We just did something silly today. Have a good time together. Something to lighten the mood. This week I've been a little bit in the slump because it's after Christmas and I miss the Christmas lights. I miss all of the things about Christmas, and it was back to work full time for the whole week, and Megan was back in school, and so I just wanted to do something fun, something happy, something to lift your spirits, and I hope I did. And just remember, I love you guys so much. And don't forget to leave me a comment, like, and subscribe to me. I would very much appreciate it. And you guys have a wonderful, blessed day. Now that's a fried peanut butter banana sandwich, baby. Till next time, I'm Grammy Nay Nay.